Going to be doing a little art tonight. Little promo art I have for Helwär. Launching the book later tonight. Actually, it's already Friday, so we'll be launching it on Michael Bancroft's channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just so you guys know, that's Eastern, not Pacific. I'm also going to be doing a tailgater for that show at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Going over the campaign and showing you guys the Kickstarter page and doing a Q&A, maybe having a beer or two. So that's what's going on so far. And I'm going to be going on to, those two streams. So, all right. I'm going to start working on a piece right now. I don't think I'm going to, it's going to be a little promo art. Let's see here. Yeah. Normally I have like a thumbnail, but this I'm just going to kind of go at it as is. Just to see how it works. Just doing a little promo art for the book. And then the book's launching. The book's actually going to be launching at 9:10 p.m. I believe that's when we're going to do the countdown on his channel. The show starts at 9. So, but if you guys want to come and preview the Kickstarter with me, I'm doing a tailgate at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll answer questions. Anything you got about that? We'll look at the campaign. Anything you want to know about the story, the lore, I'll go over that without spoiling too much. But I've had this image in my head of just like some art for this that I wanted to do. I'm not going to do a thumbnail, so I'm just going full in at it. But he's basically like just sitting right here on the side of his motor horse. It's some crazy anatomy still. I got to keep the anatomy. Thing is with Helwär, he's got an exaggerated anatomy. I kind of talk about that a little bit. I did a little. It's like a little mini essay, blurb kind of that is kind of inspired by like He-Man and also like Street Fighter comics. If you look at the anatomy on there, their musculature, it's very cartoonized and caricaturized. Thanks for stopping by, Eamon Chili. So we got that right there. It's just kind of sitting there on the horse. That should be about right. Something like that. I'm grabbing the horn right here. Got the horse kind of like that. I was gonna have the horse kind of looking over too, because it's a motorcycle, but it's a horse too. So no, it's wild. And the horse's name is Goldmane. There we go. I might change it around like in a second, but just an idea I have. He's got his battle vest, Levi jacket, kind of. There we go. I like this to be real big shoulders, real cartoonishly big. There we go. Like, nope, still not big enough. I want them to look really stupid. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Gotta have fun with it, you know? That's the whole point of this book. It's got to be exaggerated. Let's see here. Simple thing that brings you joy. There we go. It's a simple thing that brings you joy. Yeah, I've been working on this book for 3 years, Now it's kind of like coming to a fruition. I'm launching the book in a few hours. It's pretty surreal. You get like excited and nervous at the same time. But you don't know if people are gonna respond to it the same way you do. Trying to think of what I want to put in this hand. It's pretty cool. I can because he has a sword and an axe that are both guitars, so I can put those on either side. Could be kind of fun. Yeah, might have to move some stuff around a little bit. He's got these crazy exhaust pipes that come out on the side. Tons of them. So 67, huh? That's your lucky number or what? So get the exhaust pipes right there. Just feel like moving them up a little bit, but nah, that's cool, I guess. If I did that, I'd have to bring this over here a little. I might do that though. Thinking about it. Like right about there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that maybe. Will it even matter that much though? I don't think so. I think that's probably about right. Thanks for stopping by, ATM 79 star. Let's see here. I think this will work though. I think this will work. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, ATM. And commenting. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. There's that. Okay. Gotta get that exhaust pipe just right. It's coming down right here. And just to let you guys know that my book's launching in a few hours on Kickstarter tonight. It's a 106-page graphic novel called Helwär. It's a Viking bounty hunter book. I've been working on off and on for about 3 years. This is the character right here, Bert Helwär. He's on his last day. It's his last day on the job. He's been working for Elnora of Helheim for hundreds of years. And he has one final mission to complete. And once that mission's done, she's going to set him and his brother Rekbolt free. But as you know, the boss, once you're about to clock out, they always want something else out of you. So he has to go on another mission. And that puts him on a tailspin. And that's where the adventure begins. And it's action-packed. It's not a heady book. It's just full of entertainment. It's not preachy and whatnot. Just a good way to spend 30 minutes or so. Black and white. And it's going to be 11.8 by, almost 12 by 12. Basically, it's going to be like a heavy metal record that you'd find in a store in the back alley in Norway. 1980s, 1990s. So, but if you guys are a fan of like Lobo, Hulk, and Thor, this is going to be like right up your alley. So, yeah. And if you guys sign up for my Substack, there's a link in the description. I'm going to send you guys an email today, $5 off, and you're going to get the book. You'll also get a glow-in-the-dark guitar pick, a poster, and a bumper sticker. And everyone that backs today, they're going to get a free sketch card by me. So you might get, you're going to get a character from the universe like Garm, maybe Rekbolt, Helnora, the Hellbinger, or the man himself, Helwär. So just letting you guys know what's up. And right now I'm just drawing some more promo art for the campaign. So we got Helwär right here. He's sitting on his steed. Let's see here. Just the pipes are kind of hard to get in there as exhaust pipes, so trying to get that lined up just right. But I've had this image in my head. I've been wanting to draw it for a long time. Hell, it might even be the back cover. So we'll see. Almost need like another piece of paper right here just to kind of get the measurements down. Let's see if I can find something real quick. A little scratch. That'll work. All right. Some layouts from another book I'm doing. All right. So we come down here. That way I can get the measurements in there just right. Sometimes I got to do that. So we got this right here like that. Let me kind of stretch that out. Okay. This would kind of come down like that and then go up in there like this. Okay, then this would kind of come up right here. Bike would end right there. So yeah, this would come up kind of like that. All right. Hey, what's up, Montoya? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Just doing a little promo art. I'm launching my book today, finally, after all these years. All right. So, all right. It's going live on Kickstarter at 6 p.m. tonight on Michael Bancroft's show. We got a bunch of links in the description and promos all over social media. And then I'm going to be here too live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a Q&A and some beers. We're going to go over the campaign. I'm going to show all the tiers, all that good stuff. Yep. Yeah, hopefully, man, and if it doesn't, that's okay, but I'm prepared for it not to get funded. We'll know tonight if it's going to get funded or not. Usually that's a good determination. If you don't nail it, like in the first, you'll usually know by like the first hour and a half if you're going to hit it or not. So yeah, if it gets down to like a few days where I'm not seeing the number, I'll just try to close the campaign. But yeah, hopefully, man. Really want to put this book in some hands, I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's pretty funny. I'm reading it and I'm cracking up reading it, but I don't know. It might be stupid to other people, So we got this right here. This exhaust pipe is blocking the way right here. So you can't really do much for that. Let's see. Yeah, and it should get funded like within some time, like pretty soon, because everyone's books are funding right now. Like the scene's back, it's lit up right now. Like if you're doing a comic book and you got like you're not asking for too much and you're not, it's a good time I'm just saying it's a good time right now. There's a little mini boom, a little resurgence that's coming. Last week I seen like 3 or 4 books get funded right in the first like 24 hours, So if you got a book out like mine, it's kind of weird, it looks like a metal album. It's a square book, people might not be down with it. Plus the art is it's going to look photocopied. There's going to be coffee stains on it. It's going to be messy, dirty, grimy, grungy, That's the aesthetic I'm going for just for this book. Every book's a different monster, Kind of got that zine feel from the back in the day, And if it don't click with you, then it don't. But also got a bunch of comic book, bunch of Simonson and Kirby influences in it, but also Bisley. So, what am I gonna do with this right here? Spin this. Just open it like that. Yeah, I had the idea years ago. I still hadn't. The idea was to to have the book, look like a metal record, and I hadn't seen anybody do it. And then just like a year ago, I seen Bruce Dickinson did it with his solo project. He made a comic book that was built into it. So I was like, oh shit, someone kind of beat me to it. Have you been promoting on other channels? Yeah, I've been doing a little promotion, but a lot of it is kind of just promoting in the same space with the same viewers, But I got a lot of shows lined up. I've pretty much done the most I could do, in the scene. So if like the book, at least in this scene, I got a bunch of shows lined up too. Like I think like 8 shows. So I'll be doing a little promo tomorrow too. I'm going over on forgot about that. I'm going to Vinny Tartamello's show for a little bit. Promoting the sign up real quick. So I'm going to send out the emails between the tailgate show and Bancrofts. That's when I'm going to start sending out the email links for people to get their discount. That's another thing too. A lot of people, if they signed up, they could get a $5 off discount for today. All right. And nowadays you got to kind of have the pre-campaign's more important than the campaign, dude. Like you got to have people signed up. You got to have people there on launch. For the most part, obviously there's anomalies, but you got to have your shit dialed in for the pre-campaign. It's more important than the campaign now. And that's how Kickstarter runs it, So I recommend if anyone's doing a campaign, get ahead on the pre-campaign, build up your pre-campaign, make sure your pre-campaign page looks really good. There's a lot of stuff you could do on that too. All right. It's like a lot of people will go and they'll promote once the book's launched, but you don't want to you want to promote it, but you don't want to be worrying about stuff like after the book's launched. You pretty much want, most of the money on the launch. Hey, what's up, Tank? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah. I recommend having the book done too, if you can. I know it's kind of weird, but a lot of people don't, and a lot of people do have their stuff. Seems like a lot of people have their book almost done on Kickstarter. Kickstarter don't really play around too much. It's more of a professional site, Kickstarter don't play. All right. But yeah, if it doesn't get funded, it's all good, man. I did everything I pretty much could. Did all the, that'll just mean that the book wasn't really what people wanted. So, and that's okay. There's that. And then I'll make like another version of it someday down the road. It will get out eventually. Maybe not the way 100% the way I wanted it to be, but it'll get out one way or another in a print form. That's for sure. Yeah, IGD, yeah. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah, they want to see you working on the stuff too. If it's not, there's a lot of people that are like 5 years late. It's like, woo, fuck that. That's scary. Yeah, I'm gonna put a timeout that like I put November, dude. Like when the book's gonna get shipped, but I'm gonna try to get it out as soon as possible. I feel weird when I have people waiting for stuff. Yeah, I want to get them books out there. Also, too, if you don't get them out like in that same tax year, it starts compounding and stockpiling. And you got to start owing money. So you got to plan everything out nowadays. Every little thing, all your posts, all your social media. You also got to leave room for spontaneity as well. You'll get ideas. You'll get people calling you, want you to come on the show, or you're gonna be mostly calling people and trying to get on their shows. You're gonna get ideas for marketing. It's fucking nuts. GameFound is the best game funding site for a reason. Yeah, for the tabletop games. Yeah, I wanted to do my buddy. I haven't talked to him for years. He's working on a pretty cool game, but I just kind of stopped talking to him. I gotta hit him up again. You know how it is when you got your homies and you just kind of don't. I don't know, man. You start getting older, and you don't really talk that much. You got kids, and you know what I'm talking about, Tank. I see like a lot of homies online though, because I'm online like a couple nights a week. On at least on Twitter and YouTube. But real life homies, you don't really see them that much. Usually, the real life homies aren't in the comics and all the YouTube bullshit. They're into the real world stuff. Yeah, they likes to keeps it real. Yeah. Thanks for everybody for hitting the liking and the subscribing. Right now, I'm doing since I got 7 of you watching. Right now, I'm just doing some promo art for my Helwär book. Going to be doing a live Q&A at 7 p.m. tonight on the channel Eastern time. Drinking some beer. Also going over the campaign, showing the tiers, a preview of it. Anybody wants to talk about that? Any questions about the campaign? Any questions about the book, the lore, anything about that? That's what it's for. We're going to hang out. We're going to do that for about an hour and a half. And then at 9 o'clock Eastern time, I'm going to be on Bancroft Show, and that's when the campaign will go live. It'll probably go live 10 minutes in. So probably around 9:10 p.m. is when I'll hit the launch button. Let's see here. Finally, a normal live stream. My God, the ASMR streams are be creepy. Yeah, there's a lot of. I scrolled through, man, just to see if they got any like art streams going on YouTube. It was pretty. It was like a desert. But if on TikTok, there's tons of people drawing like art and comic art. Way more on TikTok. There's tons. It's way better actually as far as the amount of people like actually working on art live like all day. But I don't know, it might be my algorithm or something. Usually on TikTok you just see random people just sitting and staring at you into the screen, not really doing anything. I'm not doing nothing either, but I'm drawing a little something, so things are kind of changing a little bit. So, but I don't know, maybe the people are talking about maybe they're doing a review or something. I don't know, but usually it's from like other countries, so I don't really know what they're saying. Yeah. Right. Let's see here. Probably going to give him an axe right here. Let's see if I could tuck it in there somehow. Probably won't be able to, but we'll see. Let's draw the axe first and then have him position his hand around it. It might be the key. A little bit. We're running up on a tangent right there, though. So, but that's okay. You could fuck it. It is what it is. Got to get some sleep. Catch you next time. Good luck with the first day of the Kickstarter. Oh, thanks, man. Have a good night's sleep, man. Let's see here. Thanks for stopping by. It's all late. Yeah, I haven't been able to do the late streams anymore, man. I've been working a lot of weird shifts now. It's been wild. Kind of sucky, actually. Very all over the place, to be honest. Not real consistent. Yeah, consistency is everything, man. If you don't have it, you can't really plan or do anything or expect people to show up for things. It's like, what am I doing here? You know? You gotta really have your stuff lined up. It looks about as big as a guitar neck. Should be good. There's that. All right, we got the guitar neck right there. There we go. Smash the spider right now. Name a car for an edit. A car, huh? What kind of car? Any kind of car? Tonight I'm just drawing just a little Helwär promo art. I'm just having him like on the side of just at the bottom of this piece. He's gonna be sitting on his horse ride. I had this like image in my head I always wanted to draw, but I never got around to it. So I figured like, I'll do it tonight. I think that might be kind of fun. So I decided I would do that. Yeah. going to the studio soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure, man. I gave some to Don and what's his name? John. But I don't know. Maybe I have to give it to everybody. I thought he kind of just gave it to you guys or something. So I'll just send you the art that I sent them. Knuckle action right there. Now I got to redraw the whole arm. Yeah. No, it's okay, dude. I could send it to you. That way you don't got to bother him. You know, I'll just shoot it over to you after the stream. That's fine. Basically got like Helwär and the Hellbinger and his brother. That's what I sent them over. Give you guys a couple options of some characters, you know. Oh, if you like bothering them, then yeah, get in there. Wake them up. Give me your fucking references. Right. And I really wanted it to be like flopped on this side, but his right arm, he has that wrist bracelet pretty much. Yeah, and then on his left arm, his left arm has like fur and like rocks growing out of it. You know, that's all like strapped up with belts. When he unstraps it, his arm just grows and starts transforming into the Hellbender. He can literally just unbuckle his arm, and yeah, that shit will just start growing. He gets even stronger. Yeah, that's kind of like if he just wants to turn into the Hellbender, like at any given notice, he could do it. At least start the process of doing it. He doesn't got to go full force though. Yeah, he has to kind of not work with metal for the Hellbender to really take over. That's you guys. I don't know how you guys do that shit, man. It takes me like 16 hours to do what you guys do in like 2 hours. I don't know what I'm gonna draw that day. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be a little late too. I told him about it just because I'm working. Yeah, man, that sucks. Yeah, so I'll probably be there like an hour into the show, but you guys usually go about 3 hours. So, but I told John and Dawn about it a week ago. They're all informed about it. They said it's okay. Yeah, you guys are good about that, man. I'm gonna go grab a beer. I got some Einstock, some of that Icelandic wee heavy. I don't drink beer anymore. It kind of gives me I'm allergic to it now. So, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some stout because it's Patty's Day, next week. So I get the draft, and then I got my corned beef already lined up in the fridge. Already got that. I really wanted to launch this book on Patty's Day, and then I got some wee heavy, some Viking wee heavy ale for tomorrow. But I can't get too tipsy because I got to wake up for work the next day, and then I got 2 shows on Saturday. I got the studio, and then I got to do a show with Bascom after that. So that's basically 5 hours of shows right there. Let's see here. The toilet people tried to claim we were tribalist when we literally have EVS and Phil Diaz on the same promo shows. Those guys don't like each other very much. No, and yeah, and I don't like Ethan either, dude. I'm not comics gate at all. So, and then Don made it perfectly clear that he doesn't discriminate. So, but it's not something I'm going to talk about, really. I'm there to work on the art. Talk about the book and comics. But if people really want to push it and ask about it, I'm I'll talk about it, but I don't like talking about it. Yeah, I think people need to just focus on themselves and just I think we should just focus on a community and make our books and help each other out if we can. And if we can't, that's okay too, That's okay too. Yeah, tribalism is lame, bro. It's not the way for anything. I know that's how we are though as humans. It's is what it is, Everyone just focus on what the importance is supplanting mainstream within indie comics, games, and tabletop. Yeah, just work on the comics, Yeah. It doesn't sell comics. People aren't going to run out and want to buy your shit because you talk shit on Eric July or whatever. Now, it's not going to work, dude. No matter who you are, Obviously, right? Obviously. It's even if you don't like his books or anybody, the drama, it just doesn't, no one gives a fuck anymore, dude. See, the thing is, everything gets old, man. Everything gets old. I actually got what is it? I got Yellow Flash's book. I read that my homie Diller did. I actually really liked it. I'm gonna do a review on it. And I got the 2 Horsemen books. I'm looking forward to reading those. I like Chuck Dixon. I like the Nightfall storyline that he wrote they did with Graham Nolan. It's my favorite Batman story. It actually inspired me to do my own Batman story, and I did a whole redesign of the whole Bat family, and that was all inspired by Nightfall. So it's yeah, I don't know, but yeah, man, I don't like talking about all the YouTube comic book creator movement drama. I think it's really gay. Sorry, dude. Yeah. I want to talk about Conan. I want to talk about Barbarian Gate. You know what I'm saying? I'm Barbarian Gate. That's what I was telling somebody the other day. 2 days ago, they DM'd me. They're asking me some questions. So I'm Barbarian Gate. That's what this channel is. If you guys don't know already, man, that's my fucking main thing, dude, is barbarian content. That's what I'm all about, you know? Barbarian Burke over here. What sucks is that the real critiques are lost in hyperbole. And that nukes progress. Yeah. No, I know. I hear you, man. I hear you. But and it's weird too because like everything gets hard critiqued too because it's like the tribalism, shit gets more harder critiqued in this space than it does with regular comics, dude. Because everyone's fighting over fucking breadcrumbs and shit, you know? It's fucking stupid. So, yep. Another thing too is like I don't like talking politics anymore. I don't like talking religion anymore. I don't like talking any of that shit. Definitely don't like talking about politics of the online YouTube industry, you know. It's like, oh god, crowdfunding comics and shit. It's like, so much fun stuff to be conversations, nerd shit to be had, you know. For me, it's the same at work. Like at work, don't talk politics, don't talk religion. Family holidays, don't talk politics, don't talk religion. You know that shit rips families apart, relationships, friendships, working relationships. It's not good for anybody. And then like the politics and the everything that you like, it could switch on you in a heartbeat without you even knowing. And then you're like, fuck, I'm an idiot, you know? So it's like, don't even just talk about fun stuff, man. It's just not good. Now you could vote for someone because you think that they're gonna give you a stimulus check, and you know they're gonna fix the food industry, and then they're gonna fucking lower the gas prices, and then they're gonna lower the taxes, and then they're gonna pay you fucking overtime. You know what I mean? You're gonna get a tax break, but instead you get like $300 on your fucking overtime for the year, and you think you're gonna get thousands, right? Then you vote for that person, and you think that they're gonna fucking fix the economy and fix the housing market, and they didn't do shit. They just hooked up their fucking brethren in the 1%. So there's a lot of that. Yeah, you can. There's a lot of that going on. It's kind of lame in a way talking politics, just because people just flip flop all the time, you know. So I'm like, homie, I ain't doing it. And for the longest time, I didn't either. And then I kind of was like, I'll talk about it a little bit. But now I'm like, nah, it's not good, you know. I also feel that like we could forgive each other and do a lot more of that, but there's just certain people that like if you were to forgive them and give them a second chance, you'd be a fucking idiot and you'd be very foolish to do that, because these people will continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again. It won't stop. It'll just continue, even with all the amounts of evidence, receipts, if you will. They're all there. So it's like, what's the point? They're just gonna keep fucking everybody over. So. Certain people, not everybody. I'm a firm believer in second chances and stuff, you know. But once you see that people are fucking up nonstop, you're like, yeah, they're not going to change. Life's too short to trust everybody. Life's too short to give so many people multiple second chances, you know, third chances, fourth chances. And life's too short to walk around pissed. So that's why I don't talk about all that stuff anymore. Unless I'm forced to. If I'm forced to, then yeah, I'll talk some shit. Fuck it. Let's get in there. That big tricep in there. Yeah, critiques are good though, man. Especially if it's coming from a good place and from people that kind of know what you're trying to do with your book. You know, what type of art you want. Yeah, wow. Yeah, and then the cool kids, right? Yeah, exactly, bro. Well, you keep focusing on Tank, you ain't gonna have to worry about no cool kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing. Just kind of focus on me a little bit, you know, on trying to build the channel up, and it's actually been working pretty good. Yeah, yeah. Focus on Tank. Oh, Skunk, yeah, he's awesome, dude. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why he reposts my shit though. It's not worthy of a Skunk repost. Oh, I just got people that are good friends, you know, are good, you know. I've only hung out with him once, really, but I've kind of talked to him a lot, a few times, you know. I think I might try to start up my interview shows again. Those were kind of fun, but I don't like. I just don't have consistent schedule, you know, because I really like that. You know what I mean? Like having artists come on and I talk process with them, how they did stuff, how they made their books, what they like, all that. You know, go full fucking interview mode. Like what is it, Pete Ross or whatever his name is? Uh, I like that. I had the that show Open the Gates where I was doing that. I was thinking about making it just like a section of my show. I was like, nah, I kind of like doing the whole hour bit. It's pretty fun. It was cool too. I could get like I got like almost everybody I wanted to interview that was in our scene, you know. I would hit people up, they would hit me up. It's pretty cool. No. Aditya Chaudhary. No. Let's see here. I said no. Love it. Hey, what's up, Drawn Sword? Thanks for stopping by, man. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm about to go get a. I'm drinking coffee right now. I don't know if you guys ever had Pete's Coffee before. It's pretty good. I don't know if you guys got Pete's coffee spots where you live. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, Drawn Sword, man. I'm launching my book today, brother. On Kickstarter. It's knocking out some crom pages, bro. Can't wait to show them. I did a page the other day of my character, Butch Cleaver, fighting Phil Diaz's character. When he finished that shit. The Man with No Strings. Having a little showdown. I wanted to make an 11x17 Bristol piece. And then put a vote on Twitter, like who would win, like my character versus his character. And everyone voted for him. He won. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have him fucking him up. So he's blasting him with a sawed-off repeater, blasting his legs off, shooting him through the side, and then old Butch is coming down with a cleaver. He's chopping off his wooden arm as he's blasting mid-fall. So it's a fun piece, though, man. Fun piece. Huh. Uh-huh. I like to see Racer. Okay. Let's see here. It's pretty nice. I'd be there for Helwär, man, but have to do the digital since shipping nuts these days. Oh yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. That's yeah, for sure, man. I'm gonna have the digital one up there, 106 pages of story. I'll have that up on there. Yeah. I think it's $13. I think that's what it's gonna be. The regular book's gonna be yeah, it'll be $20. The regular book's 20 plus shipping. Shipping is usually like 10 in the US, but it'll be more in other places. I'm not shipping it to that many places really, just like Canada, and I think just Canada. That's pretty much it. Maybe the UK. I don't think I put the UK on there though. Yeah, I don't think so. Just Canada. Damage Inc. Hey, thanks, man. Your graffiti artist. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I see some really cool graffiti art over here. I live in Los Angeles, so see all kinds of stuff out here. All kinds of stuff. You're so crazy, man. You're so crazy. So crazy, man. Have you ever heard of Andrew Huerta? He did the Little Homies comic. He combines Tagger graffiti style with manga, kind of. Great artist, man. If you haven't checked out Andrew Huerta, check out his work. He used to be kind of in this YouTube scene back in the day. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He did a comic book too, campaign for a book called Sovereign. Yeah. But he never delivered it. But it was during a time when people really didn't know how to crowdfund comics. They're still kind of figuring out how the whole shipping and all that stuff, you know? So I think that's probably why he didn't deliver it, you know? They got the money and they didn't figure. It was like a big learning curve for people, you know? A lot of people don't like talking about that, but it's, you know, they like to get mad. But I kind of understand, man. Like I was here when people were kind of learning how to make comics through crowdfunding and how to fulfill them and stuff. And a lot of people just didn't really, they're still kind of figuring out how to do it, you know? So a lot of people don't really cut people too much slack on that. But yeah, a lot of graffiti artists do comics. And his style was really something. Very inspirational. Very. The problem was they took their paychecks before exactly like Critias, you know. And it's not a way to you're not supposed to. It's not supposed to be a a paycheck, really, Now, if you're pulling down like tons of money through crowdfunding and you're honest with people and saying, I'm going to keep some of this for myself, that's a different story, And if they're being honest about it, I have no problem with that. That's fucking awesome, But at the end of the day, you're going to have to fulfill the book first, all of your duties, So, and to be honest with you, man, yeah, it's not exactly till the fulfillment's done. Yeah, his style was awesome, slow but original. I've done a lot of books and advertisements, and it took the passion out of it. Yeah, I bet, dude. I bet. That's why I work on I'm working on a bunch of books at once now. And then another thing I'll never do is I'm never gonna announce, like, I'm never gonna put a date on something publicly. Like, I'm launching this book in 1 year. It's like, fuck that. I'm never doing that again. You just look stupid when you do that, and then it's like 3 years late. It's like how I did that. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'll like tease little things, but I'm not putting dates on stuff anymore. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward, really forward to launching this book. And tonight, it's tonight, man. I can't believe it. I feel like I'm dreaming right now because I've been working on this book for so long. I'm still working on it too. I mean, it's all done, but the lettering's done, but it's in the editing right now. So then I have to do all the behind the scenes stuff, the back matters. But I would say though, man, that happened a long time ago, and like a lot of those dudes, they took the money before they took the book, and it's like I could kind of like give them a second chance. I'd be down to do that because I could understand. But after that, I wouldn't trust them again. But I don't think I would though, like do that again. But I understand if that makes sense. I understand that it wasn't kind of, they saw the money and they're like, wow, yeah, comic, yeah, fulfill, yeah, I'll figure that out later. Give me that check. Yeah, that check, So I think that's kind of how that was, and they kind of like won the lottery, if you will, because most of these people are starving artists. So yeah, I've known too many business owners who innocently embezzled from their companies without knowing that's what they're doing. Yeah, that's true. Congrats, man. Yeah, thanks, man. Like for me though, like I don't know, I just can't, man. I can't do it. I'm terrified. Like when I got people's money, it's like, I gotta fulfill this book. They're your backers. They're there to like help you make the book, man. In a way, it's kind of their book too. In some regards. I'll have to bust more of that. Tricep in there. That's cool. Let's see here. Like I say, all fan art I do is yours, full rights. Although if you do make money off it, my tip jar is always open. That's awesome, man. I pretty much put it to the side to raise a family. No, that's cool. I think every artist out there, that wants to make comics on the side, I think they're kind of like they owe it to themselves, I guess. That'd be the right way to put it, to do crowdfunding, man, and make their dream come true. I think they all like you and Damage, you should be able to do that. Got to pay the bills. Now being 50 and retired and slowly getting back into it. Oh, hell yeah, man. See, that's what I mean, you probably know this already, but probably want to, I want to say it anyway, focus on building up your channel, like your YouTube channel, stuff like that. And your, just people that might want to watch your stuff. I recommend doing live draw streams on your then people can see you work. See, I was Tank. I was once a formal ferret thrown into a particle accelerator by scientists, then bitten by a radioactive tank. Now I'm your friendly neighborhood force multiplier. Like and share. Thanks, bro, for sure. Yeah, I recommend getting on here and just doing it because it's good for the algorithm. People can see you work. You could shoot the shit. Like right now, I'm not like, oh, gotta finish this Helwär piece. Oh. I'm gonna, I'll take it. I could take my time on it. Now, if I'm gonna go on a show where we're talking and we're kind of like, and I don't have to do all the conversating, and then I'm gonna make it more of a sport. Like on the studio, I'm gonna try to knock a whole piece out for sport. Like these guys do. To me, that's a sport. That's a different skill set. Getting all that done. So that's what I'm gonna do. But for this show, I'm like, I ain't even trying to do that. I'm gonna milk it out. I'm gonna milk the same piece out over like 6 streams. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like, there we go. Yeah, because that's all instinct. And I think there's a time and a place for that. Actually, most of the time, dude. Fucking get in there and get that shit going, Here, yeah, I'm just fucking around, having fun with you guys, But for me, man, I want to be very prolific in the next 10 years. I want to put out a lot of comics. That's what I want to do. A lot of comics. I'm not going to announce any of them, like dates on any of them. Put out a lot of comics. And have like a little library of stuff, Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Likewise. Yeah, I haven't got to draw like in a show like that. And how many years has it been now? At least 3 or 4. At least 4 years. At least 4 years. Yeah, I might. I should do a Helwär character, but I kind of don't want to because everyone else is gonna be doing it. I want to do something else. Yeah. So, but I probably will though. I might even. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. I want to do something where I do it on the show. So. Yeah. Just fucking with this arm right here, how I want it to look. It's gonna be exaggerated regardless, but that's cool. Homie, Drawn Sword's gonna pick up the. I'm gonna have the digital version of my book. My first time doing that. Looking forward to that. I think I'm gonna go grab a beer here in a second too. Grab a brewski. because I'm off skis. It's all about that cartoon anatomy, man. There's so many books I want to work on next. Oh man, so many. And then I'm coming up with new ideas. And I tell people, man, I come up with so many ideas. I just gotta I pretty much put a cap on dreaming about other worlds and stuff, you know. And then people tell me like, nah, man, just keep that bottle open, man. They're not gonna those ideas aren't gonna be coming forever. I'm like, I don't know, man. I got so many ideas, you have no idea, and they're decent, you know. It's like, yeah, you don't got a story, man. Though, like, just because you have a cool like design to me, I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, man, I could get like the stories come to me too with the characters and everything, and like I'm like I could get like a decent like one shot out of there. I'm telling you, you know, doesn't mean I'm gonna draw it good or anything, but I know for sure like I could write a fun yarn with it, you know. So I'm probably gonna do a bunch of like I think I'm gonna try to do like a bunch of 40-page one shots and just really try to pick up my speed, dude. You know? Yeah. I really love St. Patrick's Day. Talked about it on here a bunch of times, but I got the St. Patrick Snake Slayer book I want to do. Always talking about that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna feel bad if I don't get my book funded. I could let people down and shit. Not like people on this show, but like, I mean, I don't know, man. It's spent so much time on it. People that you go on their show and they promote you, you know. You're like, Matt Burke, you couldn't even get the book fucking funded. What's wrong with you? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to do this, but I have to shrink up the bicep a little. Have a good one, man. You too. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for everybody that's been hitting the like and the subscribing. I appreciate it. See, the thing is, one thing to draw anatomy of an arm, but it's another thing to to start drawing oversized muscles that kind of overlap others and eat others. You know, and you're like, oh fuck, I got to redraw everything. And that's what happens. You got to kind of pick and decide what mutated muscle you want. Yeah. Thanks again, Tank. Hope you stop by again, man. Hopefully you stop by tonight. We do the pre-launch. We'll start. You can see my ugly mug, and I'll start showing you the the campaign. I'm gonna go grab a wee heavy real fast. A little brewski going. Be right back. Got late, but I got the wee heavies. I was looking on here and it said 26 or 25. This is one of my favorite beers right here. Probably the best Viking beer out there. Yeah, man. Viking history in Scotland goes back more than 1,000 years. We've crafted our wee heavy in the spirit of that colorful folklore and brewed it with smoked barley and spiced with angelica root, a fabled herb ancient Vikings used as currency. Surrender your taste buds. They have no choice but to be conquered. So that's it right there. This is a wee heavy. So you get the Viking and you get the fucking Highlander. The Viking and the Highlander in one beer. Yeah, and this one's they brew this one in America though. But the company that owns it is Einstock from Iceland. So I guess they took that recipe and brewed it there. So the place that I go to get beer, I haven't bought a beer there in like 2 years. Oh damn! And I talked to the lady working there. She's saying that they're decreasing their beer department. I'm like, oh wow, yeah. I'm like, I don't even drink beer anymore. She's like, yeah, we're getting rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I just drink whiskey now. Beer gets me like allergies, you know. Cheers, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks, Tank, for coming by. If you're still there, I appreciate you, brother. And yeah, I said you got the wee heavy there, you know. I need some Viking beer for my Viking launch, you know, and sure enough, right there on the bottom shelf. I said, oh. They don't have the percentage on here though. I mean, maybe they just have it on the bottles. Oh no, they got it right there. 8% alcohol. So this thing all you need is one of these. It's like drinking 2 beers in one. Yep. It's like drinking 2 beers in one. Huh. Yeah. So I'm going to rock that arm right there for a little bit. I think that'll work okay. All right. So we got that right there. All right. Oh yeah, man. What are you working on right now, Tank? Yeah, I want to try to get into like more indie promotion to the comics as well this year. Going through some big switch ups in my life though, man. We're gonna be moving and stuff, and you know, I don't like setting these big shows up and having to cancel and da. You know, I like to be consistent, man. Especially when the channel is growing and it's on an upswing. I want to be able to have things kind of locked in. You know, locking everything in, having guests. You know, all that good stuff. I'm throwing together an intro and outro for my modded Skyrim playthrough. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start working on like better content for my videos. That's one of the things I want to start doing as well. So I've been kind of coming up with topics a lot more. I'm gonna start doing a lot more barbarian videos, just deep dives on stuff, movie reviews, like just interest retrospectives on things. Which there's, like, I have big ideas for movies, man. I'm a big movie buff, you know, but I never have like the right software and stuff like that, you know, apps and whatnot. But I think I could do a pretty good job if I had more access to things like that. I love movies, you know, so I really want to do more things like that. Hopefully, cross my fingers, you know. So it seems like for a good video editing, you need like a desktop computer, you know, a solid one. I don't have that right now. I use my phone and I use a lot of my laptop, my tablet. But I don't know, man. What do you think? You think you could do some good video editing on a tablet? You guys do that? You guys ever use tablets for video editing for YouTube? Okay. Oh, you have a computer? Yeah. Yep. Feels good being on a computer too. Really does. Yeah. I want to make like, you know what I mean though? I don't know. I hear you can make some pretty good stuff on tablets. I need to start looking into that. Yes. Pretty good. Yeah. Just want to do more like kind of documentaries and stuff like that, more evergreen content, you know. Start covering more sword and sorcery stuff, things like that. Content, you know, videos. Gotta have like a nice little schedule going, you know, get the live draw streams like this, get the barbarian brunch. But then also have you know, bunch of different things going on. Reviews. A nice little schedule going. Reviews drop on the same day, you know, or of the week at the same time. All that consistency stuff, man. Now I'm seeing if any of these remeshing services are any good. If I can sculpt and not have to remesh my models, then that would be a game changer. Oh, that's cool. What kind of models are you using? Are you making? Like, are you doing like vehicles or characters or everything? And the other thing is too, I want to learn how to paint. I want to do that too live. Like, who figures? That's cool. Yeah. I want to learn how to paint too later this year. I'm going to do videos on that, like watching me kind of, because I don't know how to paint at all. I mean, I know the concept of it, certain things, but I don't do it, and the techniques, and you know how you start from the back and work your way forward, and all that different, you know, the color wheel and warm and cool colors and all that shit. Color before comics, but painting minis is fun. That's cool. Finch did some biz painting videos. Oh, that's cool. I got to check those out. What's his name? Finch does some awesome paintings. Really does. Keep thinking I got to go to work tomorrow, so I'm like, oh. You guys ever go to work so much that we're like, you just keep thinking you gotta go, you gotta get up and go to work. Like your alarm goes off, and you're like, oh, I gotta be, I'm like, oh, and I'm off today. Hate that. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's see here. I've been exploring AI as part of the process. If I can do the menial task and save me time, that saves my customers money. Like remeshing and rigging models. I hate doing that stuff. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Let's see. Robot does mean laborer. Yeah. Really love the way like Frazetta draws his pencils, you know? And also, I really like the way Buscema draws a lot, man. I was always attracted to Buscema's artwork with how to draw comics the Marvel way. Just like it even more now. Just the way he draws the figures and stuff. It's so dynamic and cool. Also, the women too look really good. Yeah. That's gonna be the goal though, to paint like Frazetta style. That's what I want to do. Straight up like Frazetta style. That's what I want to do. Like, oh, he can paint like Frazetta. Like, oh, that'd be sick. Or Bisley, you know? Those are my two favorite painters. Just seems like a lot of work though, you know, like being able to paint, you know. Yeah. Thanks, Tank. Drawing some hair right now. Looking forward to sleeping in a little bit too. Tomorrow I got to sleep in today. I slept too much today. I've been working a lot lately. I'm staying up late too, like 3 or 4 hours. Should be getting more sleep. I'm balancing dad land, work land, and flu land. Oh, you got the flu, bro? That sucks. I hate that shit. You know what worked for me? Oh, wait, not the flu. Never mind. I was thinking allergies. Sorry. Yeah, flu, there ain't nothing you can do about that. I mean, there is, but I mean, it just kind of, takes its course for 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Takes 2 weeks, but that shit's still hanging out like 3 weeks, like remnants of it. Yeah, bro, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. See, right now, I'm taking a break from work land to do the kids' laundry and deep clean the kitchen. I'm lucky that the kids are old enough to mostly do their own laundry. A needed skill, but I still have to step in from time to time and pick up the slack. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, it's good that you teach your kids that, man. You know, there's a lot of people that don't even do anything for their kids, but there's a lot of people that do too much or do too much for their kids. And I think if you do too much for your kids and you're not preparing them for the real world, you're essentially preparing them for hell. I know it sounds kind of brutal, but it's really what they're going to experience if you do everything for them, and it's going to be a real shock when they have to do their own laundry, they have to cook, they got to go they have to work, so you're doing them like an invaluable favor by making them do their laundry, making them cook, making them do chores, making them earn their allowance. You're preparing them for the real world and not hell. I gradually turn up the pressure as they approach 18. The real world is easy, but by comparison, when I'm done with them, they're like probably like, "Oh, thanks, Dad." Right? For me, I think the one takeaway from when I was a kid that really probably wasn't anybody's fault, but I kind of wish someone would have said something. But I don't really think anybody really fucking knew. But was that like when you grow up, you're gonna have to figure out what you want to do and get paid for it. No one really talked about that. They just said go to school and read and go to college. But the specificity of figure out what you want to do and get paid for it because you're going to be working your ass off. Like you have to find out what you want to do and get paid for it. You have to have a job. Like I wish someone would have really stressed that. That wasn't stressed with me a lot as a kid. It was just go to school, go to college. You can do what you want, but the whole you have to do this. It's very important, or you're gonna be fucked. Like that to me. That was like why didn't we get more of that? I don't know. My parents didn't prepare me for the real world, except my stepdad. I resented him for it for years. But when I actually grew up, I appreciate what he did. Right? No, I had a good life, dude, growing up. I pretty much got everything I wanted, even though like my parents didn't have much. Can't really complain about my childhood. It was fucking awesome. I was a little shit too. Little fucking asshole. I had a good childhood. I was lean. It was lean but happy. I pretty much had like everything. I pretty much had everything and did everything I ever wanted. Like for the most part, you know, that you can imagine. Like on a growing up, like as a growing up in elementary and in junior high and high school, I did everything you could possibly think of. For the most part, like all the basic stuff, you know. Like, oh yeah, I did that. I'm like, oh, I did that too. And oh, I did that. It's like, wow, I did all the shit, you know. Pretty much, yeah, like all the things you could think of, I kind of did it, you know. It's weird, like looking back. Yeah, I never worked when I was a kid. I didn't start working until I was 18. I worked construction, doing grading and excavating, helping out with that for 2 summers for 2 weeks. But other than that, I just like worked around the house, did chores. I went and mowed my grandpa's lawn for $2, and I used one of the old fashioned push mowers without the motor. So that was pretty much it. But yeah, I didn't start working until 18. And I've been working nonstop since, from 18 until 40, almost 43 now. And I did retail for 20 years. I'm not doing that anymore. Fucking hate it. It's like, ugh. Let's see here. My stepdad had a tile business, and I worked doing that from time to time for 15 years. He paid me direct for that work, but that was a lesson in hard work that was never gonna go away. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I think that's why apprenticeship's kind of important at a young age. Get some kind of ready for that kind of sorta. his buckles on his kneecaps a little bit. My eldest son is going to be 17 this year, and I'm going to take him around to the restaurants in town to get him in an entry level position in the kitchen as his agent. Oh, that's cool, man. He wants to be a chef in a culinary academy. He ain't cheap. Oh no, that's good. That's good that he likes to cook. The good thing about that is, Tank, people are always gonna want fucking food. Do you know what I'm saying? My daughter wants to do something similar to that, like a thing that. How do I word this? People are always gonna like want, like she likes doing people's nails. I say, hey, well, that could be a good little side hustle. And some people pay like $3,000 to get their nails fucking done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so you do that and they get like a business degree, and if you want to be a fucking whatever, a veterinarian or something, those nail chicks make a lot of money, dude. A lot of money. Yeah, see, there you go. 6 figures right there. You know what show I have? It's funny that you say that. Just recently, like about 2 weeks or maybe a week and a half ago, I put the Kitchen Nightmares channel like it's just default on my TV. I like watching Kitchen Nightmares. Remember that show? That show will kind of get you ready for like if you want to think about starting a restaurant. It was brutal, dude. Brutal. So is Ramsey. He's pretty brutal. Oh, you love Kitchen Nightmares? Yeah, me too. Straight up have a Kitchen Nightmares channel on my Samsung TV. It's on all the time, dude. They have like all kinds of movie, like TV show channels. They have an Unsolved Mystery channel, Ancient Aliens channel. We had that on there for a while, but now it's Kitchen Nightmares. Now they're already showing like reruns from like the first week I put it on. What is that? It's crazy too. Like time flew by. Like that show's from like 2006, I think. Just seeing how fast time flew by, man. Yeah, exactly, dude. And like, if you want to work, I worked at a How many restaurants did I work at? I worked at one restaurant. I was a busboy. I think I was like 21 or 22, maybe. I hated it back then, but now looking back, I'm like, I was getting mad too. I was like, give me more hours, but they were giving them to other people there because I was new. Then I moved out of there, and then I got into like the grocery industry and the meat industry. I worked my way up from that. I worked my way from clerk all the way up to manager. Pretty quick too. I think within like 3 years they wanted to make me a manager. I said no. Then eventually I became one. They wanted me to go to another store that was kind of far, and I didn't want to drive. I didn't want to sit in the traffic. But eventually I gave in. Once the pay was good, and I showed him my quality during the pandemic. I went 8 years without calling out. And during the pandemic, I never called out. My boss called out. A team trainer, a bunch of people, they were getting sick. Respect, understandably. Then I told him, I said, hey, I want this job. I want this place. You either give it to me or I'm going to fucking quit. And they gave it to me. Those motherfuckers. I said, hey, look what I did, by myself. I said, I sat him down too. I sat down the regional coordinator. He got mad. Put his ass on blast right inside of produce. He stormed right out of the fucking store. Then the other one, the store manager, sat his ass down in the conference room. Told him what was up. He didn't like that. Let's see here. Yeah, sucks, man. Yeah, the restaurant I worked at, I was a busboy at, it went out of business. It was owned by Marie Callender's. It was called Eastside Mario's, right? And it's still fucking there, bro. It went out of business like a couple years after I quit. And it's just sitting there. It was a nice little, cute little restaurant, you know? Yeah. But like looking back, like I would have rather have cleaned dirty ass tables and like than worked like in the meat and seafood industry again. Oh my god, I couldn't stand that shit. You're literally like spinning your head around, like seeing if people need help every like 2 seconds. Need some help. Need some help. Need some help. Yeah, it's not fun. Gets old. Gets old after almost 2 decades. Like, what did I fucking do, man? What did I wasted my life doing that? Gave retail 20 years of my life. I'm thinking, damn, dude, I wish I did something with art like that was lucrative, you know? Because I could have done it. I could have went to night school all that time. It's not like I was out partying or anything. I was fucking working my ass off, raising a family. Should have did something with like computers or video games or some bullshit. I could have done anything, you know. Really, I think I really could have, as far as when it comes to art and just focused on it. But it's all good. Time, you know, life goes on. Everything happens for a reason. Whether it's good or bad, it's still a reason, you know. I was saying, kind of goes back to like with the kids, man. Really got to figure out what you want to do when you grow up, you know, because you know you only got so many years, and not only that, you got to figure out what you want to do is going to be lucrative, right? People are always going to want food. People are always going to need electricity. People are always going to need their shit plumbed out. Women are always going to want their fucking nails done. Do you know what I'm saying? You can laugh at people that do that shit, but these motherfuckers are going to be making money, right? AI is going to be taking a lot of jobs. So the things that require hands-on stuff like that, yeah. So if your kid's saying, I want to do nails or I want to do hair, you know, those jobs are probably going to start making more money. Just saying. See, the retro apology AI tools are solid. The modeling tools suck unless you're paying for it, and you have solid turnarounds. Then they're okay. The rigging is meh, but it takes out a lot of work time. I want to make some action figures. Tank, you got a hookup for that, bro? I want to make like Masters of the Universe style of like maybe a couple of my characters. Maybe like Helwär, Bush Cleaver. that's. I'm starting to look into like bucket list shit, bro. You know. And like I know every year, like people are gonna get more and more connections with shit because of the 3D printing industry, just movement, you know. Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, dude, you gotta like kind of let them do what they want to a certain degree and try to help them make the most money doing it the best that you can, right? That's what I'm gonna do, I guess. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Cause I wanted to be a comic artist, when I was a kid. Once I started hitting my, I think I was in ninth grade, 8th or ninth grade. I was trying to get into this art academy, but I couldn't get in because of my grades weren't good enough. So you had to have really good grades to get into this art school that they just opened up. That shit fucking ruined me, bro. I was done. I quit drawing in either 8th or ninth grade. I just gave up on it, and I didn't pick it back up until I was like 22. So probably I quit for 10 years. I was like, fuck this. And that's when I started going into music, put all that into music. Like, oh, your art's great. You got your own style and everything, but you suck at math. Your math scores are not good. Sorry, you can't get into the art academy. Like, fuck. But my calculator, my calculator. Once I have this game done, let's talk. Okay. Yeah, I want to do some Masters of the Universe style toys. I like those the best, Tank. Like the old ones too, the old molds, because they're strong, dude. Like you could take those old He-Mans, you could throw them. Oh yeah, and you're the perfect guy to go to. You love He-Man. I think you probably, I could be wrong, but I think you probably love He-Man more than anybody in this YouTube comic books YouTube space. Because I've heard tell that you hate that fucking movie coming out. You know all the lore and everything. I'm watching the I like the show on Cartoon Network. That's my favorite, brother. I got the Skeletor from that show, bro, in the garage. But I love the old one growing up as a kid, but now watching the old ones, I don't like them anymore. They're a little too I don't know what the word is. Just once you have those the Cartoon Network version, man. Oh man, the first 4 episodes, dude, they're so good. Ugh, almost lost you guys. There we go. The first 4 episodes are so good on there. I do like the He-Man mini comics the best. The 2002 He-Man is second place, but boss as fuck. Yeah, and then I've seen a couple documentaries. I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You obviously know a lot of that. But from what I remember on the documentary was the mini comics. They were a lot more grounded. He was a lot more like Thundar. There was I'm not gonna lie, Tank. I'm like really getting into Thundar now, brother. I thought Thundar was a ripoff of He-Man, and to be honest with you, it looks like it's the latter. And like Kirby's all up in Thundar and Frazetta, and it's just, oh, dude, what was I thinking? This shit's fucking dope, dude. I've been reviewing the Thundar books too. Yeah, Thundar's cool, man. I like his homie Ukla. You probably do like Thundar. I'm like 99% sure you like Thundar. Frankly, it's gonna be weird if you don't like Thundar. I'm like, why the fuck I like Thundar? What? What's up with that, homie? Yeah. I'm almost done with Thundar. Almost done. See, I knew it. There's no way you could possibly not like Thundar. Yeah. It's fucking cool, dude. You see what I'm saying? You see why I'm going full barbarian gate? Do you see what I'm saying? There's literally infinite fucking barbarian content. He-Man's a barbarian, I'm really excited about the movie though, bro. I'm really excited, I really am. It really like got me pumped up. I can't wait to take the kid. Like, we're gonna go watch it. I forgot. I heard you like talking to someone about the things that you hated about the new movie. I forgot what it was though. Space opera, cyberpunk, and sword and sorcery. Yeah, those are pretty dope. You've been beginning to Spawn the Dark Ages. Oh, dude. Yeah, bro. I can't wait for the next issue. Next week, was it next week? Next week there's a bunch of books. I think next week it's the week after next, but next week it's Savage Swords coming out, Lobo, and one other book. I forgot. There's 3 books coming out though, and I got a lot of other books, a lot of indie books I got to review, but I like to keep it current too, you guys. You know, I think it's important to keep it current, like review wise and reading stuff. Yeah, I really like Spawn the Dark Ages. It's cool, man. And Thundar's good too. Jason Aaron's writing it. Sometimes Jason Aaron does a decent job. Skinbreaker, that's it. See, that's another sword and sorcery. So that's basically where I pivoted this channel to, man. It's all sword and sorcery, but primarily barbarians, you know. And that's just what I'm gonna do, you know. That's what my dad put me up on. God bless his soul, you know. At a young age, I was watching Conan the Destroyer, you know. That was kind of my movie back then. Then I saw the cut, the TV version of Conan. I talk about that all the time, and I'll talk about it forever. I love how back then they had cut versions of movies on TV. Right? Back then I hated it, but now I like it because if I wanted to, I could show my kid RoboCop or Conan. You know, I could show my 6-year-old that right now. If it was edited, it wouldn't have all the crap in it that we like, you know. And then when he grows up, when he's 18, he's like, whoa, okay. Because that's what happened to me. I seen RoboCop when I turned 18, the director's cut or just the R-rated version. Oh, you know. When you're a kid, the edited version is still fun. You're still gonna like it, you know. Still cool. Yeah, Liam Sharp, he's up there, man. He's another one of my influences. Like when you see his work, you just want to go draw. He's got a pretty sick ass interview too with somebody, dude. Like a pretty decent sized one that just came out on YouTube somewhere. That's another thing another reason why I want to start doing interviews again. Like I don't give a fuck either. Like once I start getting in my my mode, I will show straight up cold call anybody. I don't care. I'm not afraid of I don't get celebrity like goosebumps, you know. I'll interview what is it? I'll try to get a hold of their people, their marketing, their agents. I'll email them and I'll try to get them on my show, you know. I will do that. Yeah. Don't ever be afraid to ask for stuff like that, guys. In life, you know, you see somebody like an actor or a movie or an artist or a director or a writer, don't get the heebie-jeebies. Just go up and ask them or show them your portfolio or try to get them on your show. The only thing they can say is no. They're just human. They're you know, they're just like us. No, dude, it wasn't. It was a different interview. It was just like some dude, you know. There was a director I wanted to interview, right? And he went on some channel, bro. Like for one of the movies I like. I'm not gonna say who, but dude only had 100 subscribers on his channel, and I'm like, oh fuck, I should have tried that. You know, I might have been able to get him. I got a few hundred on my channel. You know, maybe he would have been down to come on. You know, but no one's. You know, I don't know. And then when they come on, just get your shit tight. Have all your questions ready. Have them all written down on your paper right there. Boom, 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 or on your cell phone. Have them all up in your notations. Hit them up. Especially like comic people, guys. Like they're not like these companies. They're not setting them up with interviews. You know, love them or hate them, but like Scott Snyder, he's actually going out and doing shit for DC. They're not. I don't think they're paying him that much to do a lot of stuff, you know. Yeah, they're not doing shit. So like they're down to do interviews. I would too, man. I don't give a fuck. Like I'll go on any show. I don't care. If someone asks me to go on, I don't care how many subs they got. If I was big or small, it don't matter. It don't matter. As long as I don't have work or I'm not taking care of my kids, I'll go on any show. I'll be gladly go on any show for the most part. Unless they're really fucking weird or something and I don't really agree with them on a lot of things and they're real like out about it, then yeah, I won't do it. There was a biz interview on YouTube the other day. some heritage auctions or something. It was good. Oh, really? Oh, damn. There was a Biz interview on. Did you see the Wayshack interview on the Sketchbook channel that Jonathan Wayshack has? Because if you didn't, dude, I sent my art into that, and they showed him one of my Lobo pieces. I don't know if you were talking about that. Yeah, that was like a bucket list moment for me, man. I was really happy about that. I seen Bisley on Instagram. I think it was yesterday. Dude's working out. You know, he's like Biz has been working out. I'm like, hell yeah, we got Biz the Barbarian right here. You know, it's fucking inspiring. You know, it's good to see him working out, and Arnold too. You know, thing is though, Biz isn't as old as Arnie. He's probably like 50 something. You know, so he can get up in good shape. He ain't drinking no more. You know, drinking's fucking lame. You know, I know I'm having a beer right now, but it should only be for like special occasions. It really fucks everything up. Yeah, the Wayshack one was great. Biz dug your... Yeah, I know, right? I wanted to clip that. I want to clip it and put it on my channel, dude. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, why not, right? You only live once. I was watching the panel breakers like Phil Diaz and Perberg, Narwhal, and Irene. They were talking about tonight. They were talking about you know, like when shows get big or when artists get big in comics or, you know, that type of thing, then they kind of maybe once they start getting a little too mainstream or they lose their creative juices, they kind of cancel the show. Like there was a show that they're talking about on like Cartoon Network that they canceled the show because they didn't want it to get whack, you know. So out of artistic integrity, they stopped doing it, you know. And I was bringing up like Dave Chappelle quit, you know, and then he came back. It didn't do good. Then I thought of a movie, which was Sin City. You know, they made the second Sin City movie. They came back and did that. It didn't hit as hard. There was another the Dumb and Dumber sequel. They took like 20 years. They made the sequel to that. Didn't come back. So for me, I think like once you get big, I think it's a good idea to just ride it into the fucking ground. Ride that wave until it crashes, because it's going to crash regardless, and you're never going to be as big as you were, chances are, when you first started, you know. So let's see here, Lord and Dinga, how's it going, man? What am I drawing? Oh, I'm drawing my character Helwär. Thanks for stopping by. I'm actually launching my comic book tonight, and it's going to be on Michael Bancroft's show at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's my metal biker Viking book about this bounty hunter named Helwär. He's on his last day, his last job, his last bounty for Helnora of Helheim. Once he's done, she's going to set him and his brother free. Okay, but something goes wrong, and she ends up having to put him on another fucking job. So he has to do that. Thing is, though, if this guy doesn't work with metal, be it by blade, song, or steed, then he turns into this mindless beast, the Hellbinger, this rage monster. So he's always got to work with metal. You know what I'm saying? The book's going to be black and white, 106 pages. And it's going to be, it's going to have back matter. It's going to be the size of a metal record. So it goes live on Kickstarter pretty soon. If you guys sign up for my Substack, you're going to get a $5 off email for the physical tier. And that comes with the book, the glow-in-the-dark guitar pick, a poster, bumper sticker, and the first day backers are going to get a sketch card by me of a random character from the Helwär universe. So you might get old Helwär right there, maybe Garm, Wreckbolt, maybe Helnora, or Hellbinger. And also you guys are going to get an MP3 track of the song Helwär. So a lot of goodies. Okay, so that's the Biz auction right there, interview. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Lord Dane. And thanks for stopping by. If you like this type of content, I normally do live drawstrings. This channel now is very barbarian focused. Sword and sorcery, fantasy, but yeah. Hard line on barbarian. So that's my thing. I do comic book reviews. I have a barbarian brunch on Tuesdays at between 10 and 11. Sometimes Wednesdays if the schedule gets messed up. Sometimes guests come on too now to promote their books and their arts. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got going now. And I'm gonna start doing more videos on maybe art and retrospectives on barbarian stuff, movies, Robert E. Howard, things like that. So, but yeah, this is my character Helwär. I'm drawing just a little like art. I had this image of him just sitting on the horse, on his horse cycle, which his name's Goldmane. He's from Norse mythology, the actual horse itself too. And I wanted to draw the Hellbinger right here, like his shoulder, kind of looking back. Because there's something about like the mirror imagery that I want them to be mirroring each other. Like so, like right here, I kind of have that. They're kind of both throwing up their arms, like "What's up? Come at me, bro!" You know. But I wanted him to kind of be going in at an angle like that, and then this one to be flat with his back up against it. Then I wanted that sword to be kind of poking into hell a little bit, but just a little bit. I know it's tangent, but I wanted it to be like that. And then the logo goes up here. You know, very kind of inspired by like Drew Struzan, the movie covers. little hints lying around, little trinkets from the story. Little Garmo in the back. Got the rolling cage. That's his tour van. That's got a lot of little tchotchkes in it. Little something right there. That's a little foreshadow into the book. Yep. How long was this live stream? This one right now, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, but I'm going to be doing another hour to 2 hour live stream at 7 p.m. tonight Eastern time, if you're on the East Coast. So I usually go for about an hour or 2 hours, sometimes 3, just depending. I just go randomly at night. I don't have really any schedule right now. I was talking about that earlier. It's kind of sucky, but yeah, I just kind of randomly go at night. Yeah, it's just because I work a day job and I have different schedules and stuff. No, it's all good, man. Thanks for stopping by, Tank. I appreciate you being here. Yeah. But eventually I'm going to get on a schedule. I usually do like 2 live draw streams a week. I try to do the late night, you know. But sometimes I'll go in the morning if I feel that like the week my schedules are not going to let me out at night. Then I'll try to get in the morning. And then I'm doing the Barbarian Brunch, which is just like a show about barbarian media and sword and sorcery, having fun. Like we cover Primal. I don't know if you watched that show Primal. Hey, how's it going, Sammy or Somi? But yeah, the book though, yeah, it goes live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's links in the description. I'll probably hit the live button at about 9:10 on the dot. That's like that's the plan. So people can fight for the first backer. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. We'll see. We'll see how it does. Hopefully it does good. Basically want to do a third of the amount that you're looking for in the first 24 hours. If you hit 1/3 of what you're asking goal raises, and then you're in good hands. So usually about that, give or take a little bit, a couple $100, you'll be good. So let's see here. What is your favorite drawing you ever made? Let me see. I think I have it right here. It's kind of a newer one too, actually. Let's see if I got it right here. Oh. As far as like right now, today, this is probably my favorite. This Conan piece I drew, Conan the Barbarian. I'd like to get it colored one day, just for fun. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I sent it into some major publishers and they thought it was good. Like, oh yeah, your shit's good. Send it to the publishing department. They might want to make a cover of it or something. But you never know, man. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be loud with yourself, No one else is gonna be loud for you. Do you like comics? Oh yeah, I love comics. I make comics. That's what this character is gonna be. I'm launching a Kickstarter tonight for this comic book. That's gonna be 106 pages. Yeah. So right here, I'm gonna draw his sword, his guitar sword, something like this. This piece is coming along okay. It's coming along okay. The only thing I don't like is this tangent right here. It's kind of annoying. But other than that, it's all right. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Tank. Yeah, I did. I did draw on sword. I ain't gonna lie. I did. I fucking did. I ain't gonna lie. I did. I don't care, bro. You only get one chance in this life. I would have felt bad. Drawn sword, I would have felt bad years ago if I didn't try at least. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta take those swings sometimes, drawn sword. You gotta take those swings. If you feel like you did a good piece of something, you know. Thought it was a decent piece. Thought it would look good on a cover, you know. And I see they got a lot of different styles that they print, you know. Obviously, it's not a Horley or a Bisley or a fucking Liam Sharp or any god out there, but I see a lot of variant covers out there, you know, that have different styles, you know. Yeah. Yeah, you just go to their website. I think there's a little thing on there for submissions for stories and stuff too. But now I'm thinking about checking out the website just to double check and make sure. Next time I'm going to try to make a better cover, you know. I'll fucking do it for free too. Wouldn't that be cool just to have your book printed, your artwork, and a Conan fucking comic? I'll do that shit for free. I would do that for free in a heartbeat. Who's that? You never know. Maybe one day I'll get a cover in there. You know? You never know. Sometimes it ain't even about how good you draw. Sometimes it might be about, they hooking their homie up, you know? Maybe they got buddies that they see at the shows, and they're going to give them maybe they got buddies on Instagram or Reddit or something or some website, like, okay. I'll put you on this here book, you know? And boom. There it is. What I've come to find out in life, it's who you know and luck. Who you know, it's all about networking and luck. You can network with the right people and have the right amount of luck. You can get some good shit going. I don't even call actually it ain't luck anymore though. I don't call it luck. You got to be blessed. I don't believe in luck. I believe in blessings. Personally. Yeah. Take the tax write off. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I would do. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't fuck around anymore. There's been a lot of opportunities like that where I didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? I just sat there and went, you know, I don't know. They might not like it. They might make fun of me. You know, they might tell me no or your shit sucks. Like, you know, who cares? There is only the force. There is no luck. I need to go. Keep it up, man. Don't give up on your dream. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the 12 likes, everybody, and everyone that subscribed. Everyone, we're getting a lot of subs this month. I'm past 50, and I think in a month, maybe a little more than a month, but because I just hit 1,000, and now I'm at like I think 1,050 or something. Crazy, fucking crazy. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna start really leaning into this channel. You know, this after the launch of this book. So. I'm just happy. I'm happy I finished the book. It came out good. And I'm reading it and I'm looking at the art that he did and I'm laughing at it. I'm getting a kick out of it. So I'm like, okay, then it can't be all that bad. Someone might like it, you know? Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, they discount talent. Yeah. But it's weird now. Like that makes sense too, John Sword. But it's weird, dude. Like if you have like a fucking big following on like social media and shit, they look at that shit too. They look at that shit too. Regular companies too that don't even. I mean, just generally speaking, just companies. Damn, bro. I just got the craving for some top ramen, cup of noodles. You guys ever get up late, you know, or you're up late at night and you want some cup of noodles? They're so bad for you. I haven't had one in months. I got tons of them in there too, different brands, all kinds of flavors. I got a Totino's. I don't know if you guys ever had Totino's pizza rolls. I got Totino's ramen. Wild. Companies still have submission editors. You just have to ask for them. They're in HR. And a YouTube. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Drawing my character Helwär. I'm launching my comic book tonight on Kickstarter. It's called Helwär. This Viking bounty hunter right here. You might dig it. It's going to be 106 pages. So if you want to check it out. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Been working on it off and on for about 3 years. So just real quick. It's this bounty hunter named Helwär. He's been working for hundreds of years for Helnora of Helheim. Right? And he's on his last day of work. Once his job is complete for that day, she's going to set him free and his brother. Okay, but the problem is she ends up tricking him and she puts him on another mission, right? So he has to go on the biggest mission of his life. So, yeah. And then when he doesn't work with metal, be it by song, steed, or slaying, he turns into this hellbinger right here, this rage monster. Kind of like, like the Incredible Hulk or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah. So that's my character right there. And the book's going live on Kickstarter. I got links in the description. It's going to be going live at 9 o'clock, probably between 9:30 Eastern time. So, and thank you for stopping by. Okay. I got to send you the refs too, sir. Tank Ferret. That 3D model. Be sick. I don't know. We're just getting hungry. Craving ramen. Shall you go live? Yeah, definitely go live. Yeah. And shall you live? If you're saying shall you live, absolutely you should live. 100% you should live. Let's see. Have a good one. Yeah, definitely live. Everyone needs to live. Yeah. You're wanted. You're needed out there. Anna, YouTube 34. All right. Bye. Have a good night, okay? Stay busy. Keep working. Keep drawing. Keep working on your drawings. Stay busy. There's a lot of work out there to do. Don't stop working. Make that money. Yeah. All right, guys. Probably gonna close up the stream right now. I think I'm gonna go probably get a little cup of noodles and snuggle up and go to sleep. Like a little bitch. I ain't lying. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then I'm gonna crash out. Try not to get acid reflux. I'll wake up and then make some coffee and make some bagels and cream cheese. And start getting ready for the day. And I gotta go back and double check my Kickstarter, make sure everything's dotted and crossed with the I's and the T's. Yeah, I got to try to get some sleep too. Otherwise, I'll probably just stay awake, real nervous because I'm excited and nervous at the same time. So that's what happens. And I want to save some of this, and then I got to think about what I'm going to do on the studio, drawing wise. So, and then I got to send Tank some references right now too. So, but thanks everybody for stopping by. You guys really made it a fun time. I really appreciate you. Thanks a lot, Tank, man. And yeah, I'll be seeing you pretty soon, Tank, and I'll be seeing you guys hopefully tomorrow, all you guys at 7 p.m. here, same bat time or same bat channel, and I'll be over on Bancroft's launching Helwär at 9 o'clock Eastern time, both times. So thank you guys. Always remember to be bold, be brave, roll the bones to know your role, and if the artist isn't starving, then the artist isn't hungry. Take it easy, guys. And keep it metal.